Hello, folks. Welcome back to more Shanghai Major qualifier coverage here at BTS. We are in game number 2 now of the lower bracket round compLexity taking on Shazam. Game number 1. All compLexity, man. They put together a solid draft. Shazam had a good first 5 minutes, but unfortunately after that, all compLexity here. We already posed some of the questions for things to look out for game number 2, but what other big winning points that maybe Shazam need to consider if they want to try to take this to a third game?
compLexity might actually pick AA.
Okay.
That ruins a lot of their strat. I think they should actually consider banning it in the first phase. Okay, they first pick Invoker, and it looks like compLexity actually do play Death Prophet early picks, which is pretty useful information. Sometimes you just have to like test the waters though. It's like we don't know if they pick Death Prophet, we'll take the risk, as opposed to something like, oh, we know they will take Invoker. So I still like this draft a lot more than last game, just because Death Prophet just honestly seems a little bit weak in Shazam's hands when they sometimes lack the team push early.
I feel like they run it fine. It's just that whatever they were planning for last game just completely fell apart, and they didn't follow up.
They didn't come back with like their fallback plan is to group up and push with Lone Druid and Witch Doctor, but they never did that.
They never
too,
did that.
right? So that's like you can't just be like, okay, if we lose the lanes, oh, let's get Midases, let's just farm.
I'm kind of worried. I'm
That's
kind
not
of
what you
worried
do.
for Shazam though, because this is like the first time I've seen them do something different. You know.
I mean, this is. I'm looking at a mirror match here. I'm looking at a compLexity team that we don't see play Death Prophet too often with a +1 bruiser, and Shazam playing an Invoker. We don't see them play too often with their own +1 engaging, like
That's
initiating
fine.
bruiser.
That's
So,
good.
hey, I mean, it's just gonna be something different. I like that. It's elimination match potentially for Shazam. It's time to pull out something new here.
So now they actually don't have a lineup that's countered by AA. They don't have a super heavy push lineup, and honestly, they like to like farm up solo a lot, and I don't think that the push it's worked for them, but I wouldn't actually say it's their biggest strength.
Good bans here for compLexity. They rid of 2 high-tier offlaners here from Shazam. They get rid of the Darkseer and the Lone Druid, and now they go back their way. No, we didn't get it last game, but there's Gyrocopter now for compLexity.
I feel like you should just get more split push, solo kind of heroes for Shazam. I don't think you want to fight into Death Prophet and Gyrocopter.
They could crush lanes.
Yeah. They could crush lanes and then they just avoid
They-
team
yeah,
fights
avoid
later.
fights.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
I think Slark is actually good here now.
Yeah, Stark's not bad.
I mean,
Witch Doctor.
Same with Juggernaut also.
I'm
really good.
imagining a. Oh. I was gonna say a Tusk, but
They already have Tusk.
Tusk is already there.
I like Nyx too, for the way Shazam play. Get some.
Nyx
picks.
is something MSS used to play very often.
It might be a
offlane setup.
little over the top though, because they already have
Yeah.
a Spear Breaker.
What about getting like a Beastmaster? Going back for the Beastmaster for Braxton is
Beastmaster
offlane.
is very good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Beastmaster is way better than Nyx.
We'll see. What other potential options out there?
Okay.
Wonderful call there, Merlini, on the Witch
No
Doctor
problem.
for Shazam. And oh, we were talking about a bit in the first draft and the potential of Faceless Void and where he really stands as far as the tier list, if you will, of offlaners. But compLexity gonna give it a go into the hands of Swindle.
The Void DP combo.
I think it's fine
Gyro.
here though, because
Oh, yeah, it's
it's not super all in on a Void.
Just get a Skywrath Mage, and the world is beautiful here for compLexity. And that is a Z-Freak hero. He loves to play Skywrath Mage. That would be just filthy, though.
I think they might need a little more disables.
I mean, they get the silence for Invoker. It's okay, but you're right.
You
If
have
they
to
want just more proper.
You have to stop the Spirit Breaker from rushing you down into like Cask, into all this combo crap from Invoker. They don't really have a good way to deal
Yules
with
on
that.
Death Prophet. That's good enough. Maybe like a Rubik or something. Yeah, some way to stop the Spirit Breaker from kind of getting in the face of anyone.
Shaker.
Shaker. Ooh, old Dirty here. Where's he going? We have an Outworld. We have an Invoker, both on the same team.
Pretty sure that's a Mason hero.
BKB's going to be their worst enemy. This is interesting.
Should be a safe lane OD, I think.
There are very few ways to save heroes in Chronosphere, and OD is one of the few.
Mm-hmm.
OD, Shadow Demon, Vengeful Spirit, I think. I guess you can do like Omni Knight too, which is
Oracle's really good.
yeah, Oracle.
Oh yeah.
They still die though.
Oracle just makes
Sometimes.
Faceless
Sometimes.
Void
Sometimes,
absolutely useless. I actually would not mind seeing it, but they already have the
Oh,
Spirit
yeah,
Breaker.
yeah.
Unless it's gonna be an offlane Brack Spirit Breaker, but that ain't happening.
Actually, they might not even die.
They
You
might-
just put
Fate's Edict.
Fate's Edict on them, and then you
That's
kill
true.
them.
Oracle is a good solution.
Because the only damage that's going to come out is going to be DP ulti and Void right clicks, potentially flak.
Problem is Oracle bad against Silence.
That's true.
Death Prophet has that.
Isn't he also bad versus Void because of time dilation?
Well, hopefully you shouldn't be close to the
Just-
Faceless
yeah.
Void to get caught in it.
Just be in the right position.
Yeah. Just be in the right
Just
spot.
perfectly place yourself.
Yes.
Well, Faceless Void shouldn't be in your face, unless he does end up getting something like a Blink Dagger, you know.
I mean, realistically, it's not that hard to be in the right position against this team.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing's really going to
Yeah.
catch you out, so.
Faces Void. It's the only one.
Faceless Void. Realistically, though, I don't think they'll draft
No,
Oracle here
No,
anyway.
MSS has got to be playing the Spear Breaker. And
Yeah,
then,
I
they
agree.
banned the Beastmaster.
Radiant team back.
So
If they wanted it, they could have just taken it earlier, though. I don't really think they
Yeah,
wanted it
well,
badly.
yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't think OD was, like, something that was an obvious grab.
I don't think
So-
Lich. I guess Lich combos well with Chrono.
Oh,
I think it's more to do with the
Babysit-
laning phase.
Babysit Void, yeah.
Yeah, the Void babysitter.
Masons were like, I do not want to play against that again. I want creeps.
So I casually throw out the idea of a Skywrath Mage. We still need another support grab here for complexity, a way to stop the brute force of the Spirit Breaker. Visage, all right. Haven't seen him, especially in the American region, like ever,
Very unexpected, but
ever.
we'll see how they run it.
Wow. Well,
They have a lot of damage. He can just soul something like non-stop.
I mean, Visage overall, I really like the hero. It's
Yeah.
just that you have to have a Visage player. I was kind of
What'd they
expecting a
do?
Nyx or something, but
Hmm?
I was expecting complexity to take support Nyx or something.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, Persona. Yeah.
It's pretty good against Invoker and OD.
offlane.
5 seconds remaining.
Not
Offlane
offlane,
Void.
just support.
No, I'm saying I was gonna say offlane blank for the
Oh,
Shazam pick
Shazam.
here. I was gonna say axe boldly, but Doom gonna be the grab. All right. All right. What do we think about the Doom here? Doom to who are you looking to Doom? Death Prophet?
It's great if you
But
can.
she already gets her exorcism off. It's kind of like, eh.
I think it's just a hero that's the one they want up in front. But yeah, I don't see it being. Yeah, you don't really want to do Death Prophet or Void as. Void is okay, but he's gonna be off lane, so he's like not that important to Doom.
Well, if you can Doom, if you can Doom Death Prophet before
Before,
ulti,
yeah.
then it's worth it.
He's
you
good in
can
the, I
Doom-
guess, in the sense that you get in, you already get everything casted, and then you don't have to worry about something like Faceless Void's time distillery or whatever it is again.
Dilation.
Dilation,
Distillery.
you know,
10 seconds
the
remaining.
time dialect. Here we go, folks. It's game number 2. Complexity already up 1 win here. They only need 1 more to move on. The winner of the series is going to be facing
Prepare
Digital
for
Chaos in the lower bracket final. And of course, the winner of that series will get that last spot to go to Shanghai and compete with all the other top squads here. So Shazam need a win to take it to a game 3. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull it off in the back of a pretty interesting draft setup here. It's been a while, if ever, that I've seen the safe lane OD. I'm excited to see what it can do, and very curious to see what complexity you're going to do to possibly adjust accordingly. Do you think it's necessary to adjust the laning phase here from complexity at all, or is it kind of pretty clear cut on what they should do?
I think they can kind of wait and see. And then they could potentially fight their tri-lane if they wanted to, because
30
Visage
seconds
and
to
Gyro is pretty good for that.
It seems really difficult over Switch Doctor. And Switch
Yeah.
Doctor seems like it crushed that. And then you'd have what Gyro versus, Void versus Doom. I think Doom wins that pretty handily. I think that could be setting up to lose 2, possibly 3 lanes.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a tricky game for Faceless Void on finding farm in the early laning phase. I feel like any lane setup, he could be bullied.
His chronos aren't
Quite
that
a bit.
important though. Like he's not actually as instrumental to this draft, which is why we kind of liked him, because when your opponents like are always on the lookout for Chrono, because that's the only thing you have, it's super easy to play around. But if they can like initiate with like Tusk Snowball into like Vicious Bird stuns, that's a great way to set up 4 Chronos. You want multiple ways of initiation, so it's okay if it gets doomed or.
I could just foresee him just being again another utility style Faceless Void. You make that jump in and you cast that time dilation on someone like an Invoker. It's just going to totally almost put him on tilt mode the way he can't get anything done.
So they have Quaswex, or he immediately went Quas. I don't know if it's Quaswex, but it seems like it's going to be a Quaswex, which I think is really good at combo breaking complexity.
Yeah.
You need combo breakers, I think.
You
I
don't
mean,
wanna
it's really good against their team anyways.
Astral Sunstrikes, though. I want skill shots. But they
Astral
need the-
Sunstrike's good for laning, but then you'll just get crushed every team fight.
You need the crowd control for the team fight. You need the Tornado EMP.
Yeah, it's really good against Chronos too.
So they are doing
The aggro.
The aggro, yeah. Which,
I mean, Witch Doctor might be good at it, but at the same time, you
Just-
can always just snowball, you know.
yeah.
I feel like it's just otherwise it
And-
would have been OD having his way.
And it's one melee and 2 range, so it's not as insane too.
It's not that I think it's gonna lose. I just think that they.
It's much
they-
easier to play against as Witch Doctor.
Yeah, it's super easy to play against, and your void gets destroyed.
Yeah, but look, they're dodging it.
Yeah.
So.
He even met up with the courier along the way just to get that TP that faster. Get up there. Get
So what do
into
they
the
do
farm.
now? Rotate Doom to jungle, just sack Witch Doctor? Seems like last game.
Poor guy.
I have no idea what they do now. I feel like if you're complexity, you just rotate your supports over, or
He has 2 sentries, but he can't get out there to... Oh, mid
Oh,
lane.
that's what you do.
The first
Mm.
charge in. It's a big move on the limp, and it's going to pay off.
you give them the China Doom.
We are blessed now, as it's going to be the Invoker picks up the first one. That's Ritsu, of course. And
China
look at
Doom.
this.
Yeah.
You
Maybe-
sack bottom.
maybe this is what you need to do. Maybe you just go super aggressive Doom build, and you work with your other supports to find
Run
kills and stuff.
Run at heroes.
Yeah.
Constantly kill Death Prophet.
Not a bad strategy.
It worked last game, taking down the Death Prophet a lot. We'll see.
Oh
if,
wait, MSS is playing Witch Doctor?
I actually didn't even notice that till now either.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
And SVG is back on his more aggressive style that we used to see him play more on C9. So maybe it was just necessary and something that was clearly reflected in the last game.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I think it's very good.
MSS just seems to play.
I mean, he would do fine on both heroes.
Yeah, he would do fine on both.
I think this is a lot easier from the run, though, if SVG is playing the Spirit Breaker. Yeah, look at this. Rax
China
knows what's
Doom.
up.
He doesn't have oof.
It's okay, he's fine. He had Cold Snap.
Not if he spirit bonds him and leeches all his HP.
How do you cast when you have Cold Snap on?
Time dilation. And he'll be able to get himself away from trouble.
Super underwhelming.
I mean, it's still low level right now. If you only
Got him, though.
And OD can only have 1 skill on cooldown right now, right?
Yeah.
So it actually does absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Until he casts Astral.
Don't even bother casting it, pretty much.
Oh, here we go.
Here's the Doom, and there is the Savage. He moves in, sets it up with the charge. The Scorched Earth's out. Here comes our first response. The Soul Siphon tries to keep her alive and well, but there's going to be the Cyclone, and Ritsu will also pick up this kill. Looks like the tables might have turned a bit. Though it was last game that we also saw Shazam with a good first 5 minutes here, so we'll hold our breath and see if that Shazam are going to continue this bit of early laning dominance. As now it's going to be compLexity looking to make another go, has to pop the Mango to get the Astral off. Another time dilation here and a few right clicks, but uh-oh, a Wild Doom appears and he's back with Savage once more. These two guys are just going around taking names. This time they're going to grab the Visage. Now they look for Swindle, but Swindle, he's got the Time Walk. Very low range though, but nonetheless, good enough to get him out from trouble and towards the tower. Convenient haste rune for Mr. Doom.
One thing I've learned about playing the Void a few times that I've actually played him, the new one, is like he's so useless early.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like he is incredibly useless with level 1 time dilation. Like people just don't have enough mana to cast all their spells, and they don't have 4 spells.
Yeah.
And it's just overall just poor.
Is this where you get Bash instead?
Yeah. Well, he has 3/11, right? I think he has 3/11.
Is that enough?
No, it's not enough. He's still useless, but that's
What
kind of
about,
that's
what
expected.
about if you go 203?
If you go 2/03 with Oov, I think you can get kills.
But then you become useless later.
But then become useless later, right? So it's like, it's okay. You just realize
Yeah.
that he's useless at the early game, and you just give him XP.
Your peaking windows are
Oh.
very different. Here it comes, man. Savage goes from passive Witch Doctor to now just all horsepower on this Spirit Breaker. Sets up another kill. They take the Death Prophet down again. They will lose their Spirit Breaker, but man, it's all the worth it now. Shazam are just non-stop right now in this game.
They're playing around the mid lane
Yeah, this is
for
really good.
once, which is really good. Yeah.
All of a sudden, his MSS has become really passive. But he has to hold down
But
this
he hasn't
lane.
died.
But
He
he
has to
hasn't
hold down
died.
this lane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very aware of the situation before him on when he's comfortable being around the XP, even sapping a few CSs here and there, but not handing his life over.
That Invoker is so rich.
This is really good, though.
Phase Gloves Earn?
Yeah, he's huge.
That's huge.
I mean,
yeah.
Death Prophet died 3 times now.
Mason hasn't died. They got to kill him Visage.
It's going a lot better for them now.
It is. Still
Is he
not
dead again?
convinced. Let's see if we can make it past 5 minutes first, guys. It's a solo XP time for this Witch Doctor if he continues to be alone in the bottom lane. Could get them that Death Ward that much faster.
Tranquil Doom. He doesn't need Oov now.
And Wolf Creep.
And Wolf Creep.
Yeah, the Legend of the China Doom.
Yeah.
What's the next item build? Is China Doom a Shadow Blade Doom?
Phase. Or, sorry, Drums.
Drums, yeah. Trank Oov, Drums.
And then
From there, you can do whatever you want. Blink, Shadow Blade,
Vlad's, Meg,
Vlad's,
anything.
Shiva's, whatever.
Midas even.
Midas even, yeah. I think Midas is actually really good here. Oh, he is good in Midas. Okay. Yeah, I think Midas is really good. I like this build too. I actually prefer Dooms that go only 1 level in Devour and you max your other 2 skills first.
Yeah, Devour got kind of nerfed to the point where it's not maxing it, not worth maxing it early. If you're safe lane, I think it's okay. But
I mean, it's just it's just purely for farming faster.
Now, it is said that while Shazam are clearly getting more work done as far as just taking kill after kill, the farm continues to be pretty swell here for compLexity, though it feels like Faceless Void's rather useless at this point. He's second as far as CS goes, so getting to that useful point may just come sooner than later.
I
And
think
Gyro
that
as well, lots of farm for him.
Shazam is much scarier when they have their items up, though.
There's the Chrono, and Brax will attempt to sidestep with the call down, but it's not going to matter. Gyrocopter will still be able to grab him.
Good rotation. Good rotation by Gyro.
Yeah.
Making use of that first chrono is really good.
Ooh, mid lane, Cyclone to help avoid the further damage from the Siphon, and the Cryptstorm will miss, so Rizzo will be able to stay in the lane a bit longer.
They saw Gyro though, which was the weird part.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's trying to get this Invis Rune. It looks so tasty, but he's not going to be able to get it. Or he is going to be able to get it, but a dust was quickly popped, but SVG is going to be able to step in and help his friend out.
Can they kill him here? No, they can't.
Ooh, almost got the shard block.
They saw him rotate him from bottom, but then
Because he walked from mid. He
I guess they didn't expect him to actually walk all the way to the top. Yeah,
They, yeah.
because they would see him from up until the middle lane, but after that they wouldn't know where he would go. They probably just expect him to go back bottom.
They saw. They have a mid lane ward though, kind of right where Invoker.
Oh,
is.
that's true.
So
Maybe-
that's why I was more surprised because I saw Invoker back off because he saw him, and then he just went top and just got chrono killed.
We did have another rotation since then. Mason is back on bottom, back up against Swindle. Mason's been pretty quiet on this OD. Safe lane OD, you know, as he continues to farm up, when is the right time for him to be able to kind of...
They're gonna kill Gyro very soon, or try to kill Gyro.
He commits
Right
a
now.
call down, but Brax wants to stand, plant, and fight here as SVG will roll through, and they will get that kill.
That was really aggressive by Gyro.
He was just way in it. With the rocket barrage and everything committed, help was not nearby.
They didn't even need the others. They were waiting for Brax to hit 6, and then the MSS was waiting in the side.
Yeah. They didn't even have creeps.
Yeah. I think they should probably smoke and find another kill with Doom before Chrono is up. But I think Chrono should be up by now.
I think they just bait out the Chrono and just wreck him with OD or
This is awkward.
Tornado.
They've been do-si-doing around each other so much that they might not even think they're both there still.
I don't think they know. I think Spirit Breaker knows he's still there, but I don't think they know Spirit Breaker is there now.
Well, he's found the opportunity to charge, and he's made a quick retreat, and he died. I thought he actually was going to make it out okay. Didn't he have a decent amount of life? But I guess he got caught out. Mid lane, snowball forward. Rich is going to be able to get off the quick cyclone before he is silenced up. Now the return comes suddenly a Wild Mojo. Shows up with the coconut. Cold snap combo. They're going to be able to finish off Z-Freak, but look all the damage that Rich has been taking from Lady Death Prophet. He's going to be going down. Suddenly, Swindle Melon shows off, gets off the Chrono, and gets the kill onto MSS. It's Limp who will take both. A double kill for compLexity. Very important. 2 grabs for them.
Can't you actually Tornado as a snowball's coming at you and still hit him after he snowballs?
I don't think so.
I think you can. Yeah, like if you cast it right before you get hit, it won't travel far enough. For
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works. Yeah.
Uh-oh, top lane. Looks like Savage is in a bit of trouble here. As they roll in and assist the gyrocopter, will the 2 of them be able to get 2 kills? Yes, they will. Another 2-man takedown for compLexity. This time in
Falling
the top
apart.
lane.
Yep, falling apart.
I said,
Falling
guys, wait
apart.
till 5 minutes, but this time it was 10. So I don't want to speak too soon. Shazam, come on. We got to be able to shake this one off. Mason, though, very patient, not involved with any of the real action. Will continue to farm up on his OD.
They're kind of pairing up the wrong heroes for these kind of setups.
Yes.
Spirit Breaker doesn't have 6 yet, so there's no way you can do enough
They
damage.
need Witch
You need
Doctor
Witch
and OD.
Doctor, yeah.
Like if OD were there at the mid fight, he would have Astral to DP, and they wouldn't have enough damage to kill either of them. Maybe if he gets his ghost.
So we
I
see
mean,
it.
if he casts his ghost, then there's no way you Astral him.
Oh,
Well, I think
oh.
you definitely Astral him, so then he can't chase with his ghost because he had a bond. He had a bond on someone too.
No, but they got
Okay,
chronoed
yeah.
though. That's why. Oh,
Oh, the blade.
the counter feed.
Yeah, Tusk.
They knew he was there. I think that they had a. Did they have a ward?
They had a
No,
ward
that's
over on
their
the
ward.
on the right side, so I don't know if they just kind of deducted that he didn't back out, but they got a glimpse of him and went in and just kind of forced him out from
They-
hiding.
I think Shazam are doing the right thing though. They're trying to at least put some pressure on while the Chronosphere is down and also Ghosts are down. Think of your compLexity, you just dodge this top. I don't think you should try to fight this.
Yeah, it's nice to see him
You can do a
quickly
call
go back
down.
on the
I
offensive.
think you had to call down into.
Do you think cooldown's enough? It might be.
I think
They know Doom is down.
I think it's good enough to at least scare them and delay enough time to wait
Let's
for
see.
cooldowns.
Here it
There's the
comes.
call down. It will catch more so on Brax here as he eats both rockets. Is going to get stunned up. But look at this swinging from Swindle. Gets a chrono onto the other 2. So they set up the 1 kill and they're looking for the follow-up. Mason shows up. His first appearance and debut into the fight. Gets a brief save with the Astral. But now he himself eating just way too much damage. He's going to be going down. compLexity again coming to play. And unfortunately for Shazam, it's just not seeming to be working out here. Savage caught on the side. He'll be able to charge away to safety though.
That was really good by compLexity. They
3
timed-
straight big fights.
They
for
timed
them.
the Chronosphere. That's what they were waiting for. Perfect timing.
Mm.
Really good.
They need to control Swindles though in fights. Like the range on his time walk is not that much. Like they have to be able to doom him is kind of out of the question because of the long cast point. But I say Tornado or like Astral him as he comes in.
They had him covered with a call down though.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
They did.
Yeah. So compLexity played it out really well.
But when he TPs in like that, I think you have to be able to like drop a tornado. Like you can't let him just jump on you from the max TP range and then go in like that.
Nice deep ward as you see planted here from Z-Freak for Cole. Give him that extra bit of vision behind the tower. And
Yep, they're falling apart.
Yeah.
Still, they're like they had a good enough early game that they can still fall apart for a couple more fights before it gets kind of out of the.
Out of control.
Yeah.
Swindle showing he has his own take on the Faceless Void item build. We had already seen, your Vanguards and Blink Daggers. He already has a Morbid Mask. Is it the
It's
old
gonna
fighting
be-
Mask of Madness build up, Faceless Void?
I think it's just sustain for him to farm up to.
So just
Vlad's.
the trusty Morbid Mask for now.
It's gonna be Vlad's. At least I'm
Oh,
convinced
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Of course, you can't forget. Utility of the Vlads here.
And then he's gonna have Blink and Eggs. What?
It's good.
Yeah.
Can he blink out of Astral now?
Look, and he has Iron Talent.
No, it does damage.
This is the build.
Sometimes stuff like doesn't.
No, you can.
Does-
I'm pretty sure I've seen the specifics that now you will not be able to
You
blink
never-
from
okay.
Astral. You could before, but they're like, not anymore. OD needs to be a hero again.
You used to be able to blink out of like Tornado from Invoker.
Yeah, they fixed that too.
So it's
I mean, you used to be able to blink out of a lot of different things, jewels as well, and all that kind of stuff. Now it does a little bit of damage that you can't.
We see Chessie here farming quickly through his stack. He already has his, for his items, he's got the Helm of the Dominator, Ogre Club. Gyro, does he want to play it safe and pick up the BKB here early, or is he comfortable enough that he can push forward for your maybe like SMY build-up?
I think SNY is better. How has Mason like not had enough farm to get a 4-step yet? I'm actually very surprised he does not have Tread's Force, considering how much time he's been spending away from his team.
I'm not sure, actually. I mean, it wasn't that easy for him to farm.
He had to switch lanes, what, twice in
Yep.
the end?
He had to switch twice.
And he didn't really participate in the fights until like that last one, and then he died.
Yeah, it wasn't like completely free farm too when he was in top lane,
Oh no.
because Void
Yeah, it
was,
was not.
there. So
I still think he's very poor.
yeah,
He's like almost 2,000 below Void.
And it looks like an Orchid is in order here for Ritsu. He's already got the one Oblivion Staff.
Get Midas is on everyone.
oh man, they're doing it again.
They're doing it. So it's kind of regardless of circumstance. It's Mass Midas.
Oh, look at this point booster.
HP's good.
HP's good. I like this.
You like it more than the Vlads?
I mean, they don't really need the Vlads right now, do they? It's always nice to have, but they don't really need it. Oh, is this...
Charge in. They get the Yule stop into the silence here. Snowball on in. Brax not able to doom a target yet, so Savage going to be going down. They also got MSS, and then there's the Sanity's Eclipse. It does get the Gyro, but Mason goes down to follow, and they're going to get Ritsu here. Shazam lose all 5. compLexity take the tier 1, move on forward, and it's starting to feel a little bit like deja vu here, gentlemen.
Official fell apart status.
Yeah, official fall apart status. I think they...
Fallen apart.
Like, they picked Doom, and the only way Doom is going to do anything is if you Doom, you know, people before they cast spells. And pretty much everyone casted everything already except for Chrono, but they didn't even need Chrono to team wipe them.
And they dodged the MP with the snowball.
Yeah. So Gyro got up, called down, and Flak. You know, like, he casted everything. You can't Doom him. And DP casted Ghost, so you can't really Doom her either. Then what do? You just have to start running. And then Doom becomes a useless hero.
We'll have to see if Shazam are just going to be stuck going through the same motions they were in game number 1, or if they can just find a way to break the mold. What kind of few outs they're going to be here, whether it's contesting a future Roche or grabbing some smokes, going out and trying to find some picks or something.
The Iron Talon value.
It's really good. Farm so much faster. It's really good. Oh, this is it. Oh,
And
no.
already it's going to be broken here. They're going to get the Cyclone off. It only catches on the Visage, but he's got the familiar stuns, and suddenly it's compLexity who turn it around once more. They flank it from behind here. MSS getting off the Death Ward. It is going to get canceled as Swindles pops the Chrono onto him and will start to just muscle him down. He will drop 2 already down from the side of Shazam. They lose the 3rd there when they grab Savage, and it looks like Mason goes for a Valiant Force TP. Not even going to make out from that one. Nothing comes easy here for Shazam. It's compLexity again.
They didn't even need call down for that. He just used it to farm. So there was no call down.
Like, even when they're ready, like, okay, let's go ahead and make a play, compLexity just happened to be right at the right place at the right time.
I mean, they're very disciplined.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
past falling apart status?
Vanguard.
Like, dissipate status, I don't know.
Rubble.
Vanguard.
Rubble status?
Rubble status?
And you just evaporate.
They're kind of there.
There's no way that compLexity is going to let you pick off people at this stage. They're so far ahead, there's no reason for them to
Split apart.
split apart, yeah. If you farm, you know, kind of nearby each other.
Sad part is they don't even need BKBs.
Yeah. I mean, they're so far ahead that everyone's, you know, has enough items that they're just tanky enough. They don't have to worry about anything.
So Cole have all the permission they could ask for to continue to farm up, including this big old stack. Finish out the SMY here of the gyro and put him that much closer to his next item grab.
It's been that last fight though was sick positioning by their supports. Like they anticipated smoking, they kind of knew where they were, and they dropped a sentry and scattered out with birds. So
A forgiving grab here though, as they do get a hold of the Death Prophet limp.
chain feed.
And
Oh, no.
suddenly Z-Freak is in here now. What's going on? Finds a little crevice, but nope, it is going to cancel. Even a Doom committed. They really wanted to get that Tusk down.
Everything counts at this point.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Did he just self-astral?
He was trying to astral the guy from TPing, I'm sure.
They have a lot of. They have a moment of hope here.
It's a little bit. They're back. They're in the bed. It's on life support. The heart. Beep. Beep. One extra bump right there. Keeps them alive, but they're not out and walking away to freedom quite yet.
Almost Orchid on Invoker. Do you think this will change too much?
Nope.
Just straight up no?
I mean, Death Prophet has a Yules, so.
Well, it's mostly the way he's been playing. I think it's a great item if he can actually get it off, but he hasn't been having the
Gyro
best.
has a probably going to go BKB right away, so.
It's mostly for Void and Tusk,
Tusk, yeah.
but he hasn't been able to like control the fights as much as the Boss Wax Invoker should. So
I still can't feel like, though, that would be if he gets the jump on the Void, where it's pretty obvious that more often it's the Void getting the jump onto them.
but the Void shouldn't get the jump on him.
They shouldn't.
Like as soon as he comes in, you have Tornado, you have Cold Snap even to stop it for half a second.
But here he gets
Oh,
two.
that's great.
Time dilation even between the both of
Wait.
them here. And now
What
Brax
does
is
it
going to be
seem?
stuck in a position where he can't cast anything out. They're going to quickly drop the call down now. Shazam looking to make their retreat. They already get Mason, and all of them will begin to go down one by one. It's a complexity stampede. Fifth straight fight now going in.
Great snowballs.
Alright, that was actually really good by Swindle. I was going to say that was kind of a weird play, but he was just waiting for his team and setting up his team. He delayed it long enough.
I like this build. The Scepter Rush. I guess when it is far ahead, doesn't matter what he went.
Yeah, it doesn't really
But it's still kind of cool. It's nice having that HP buffer, so like if you die, your team will come in and finish him off.
Yeah.
Like if you get a Mask of Madness, which is
Well, the way I see Void is that the more health you have, it's kind of like more than what it looks like because of the way Time Walk works. So if you get like a Scepter, you get like what 400, and then it's actually more than 400 because of the way Time Walk works. So he's super tanky. Unless of course you get Silence and you just get killed instantly
or doomed.
or Doomed, which is still good for Doom. I mean, good against Doom. So.
The rich get richer now, as we see. Able to take down those racks just proves a huge purse now for complexity, as you see Death Prophet finish out her Octarine core, and Ags is complete on the Visage.
BKB.
BKB on the Gyrocopter.
Now that he has BKB and they don't even have enough damage to kill him, because only Mason has a decent amount of damage, but Arcane Orb not going to work through that.
Death Ward, not enough damage. He has too much armor.
It's rough. I think Complexity just waits for Roshan now and then they just go for another objective. Either that or they wait for the inevitable smoke play from Shazam.
Are they gonna smoke?
I think they have to.
I think they have to, but I don't know if they're going to. Like, we gotta Midas this guys.
That's true. How many minuses is that? 3?
Yeah. Is it 3?
Yeah. Spearbreaker has
Spearbreaker
one.
has Okay.
Doom has one.
Oh, they're both going Oblivion Staff.
Sure, why not?
Invoker and OD.
Double
yeah,
silence.
and then they get BKB on Void and you just straight lose. Scythe is, I think, a much... If you're gearing for the late game, Scythe is much better because it won't get hard countered by BKBs.
I feel like at this stage, yeah, it's kind of hard to say because he was already committed to one
Committed.
Oblivion. Yeah, I feel like Scepter is actually a lot better when you're
On OD?
no on Invoker.
Okay.
Just cast more stuff because it's better.
Oh.
It's because it's better for team fights.
Easy Die Courier pick from Ritsu. That had 6,700 worth of gold, but doesn't matter. Brax already going to be going down. Swindle gets the Chrono off, catches out 2 with Chrono on the with Gyro on the outside. Means that Chessie is going to pick up his next kill, making it a dominating streak for him. Mason goes in. He's able to get a last breath Sanity's Eclipse off, but it's not going to be enough to be fatal.
He is so slow with time dilation.
That was the best fight you can ask for, too. Where they can kill Death Prophet before she ults.
Yep, they got Doom.
Yeah. But the rest of the team is already just too big for them to deal with.
Nice try, Shazam. Nice try.
Unfortunately, it might be maybe next time, because with this win, which compLexity seem to be moments away from, have secured their spot into our next series of the lower bracket final against Digital Chaos. And this will be the end of the road for xCloud9, aka Team Shazam.
Yeah, they had a better draft and they started playing better in the early game, but compLexity are just too skilled.
I'm starting to think that maybe you shouldn't have gotten Midas on Doom. Maybe you just go straight Blink and you run at them.
Or those fights that they took without, the other people, like Doctor.
Oh yeah,
Those fights without
those ganks.
OD.
Yeah,
Yeah, those a lot of. Sure, you can say they got 3 Midas and they lost because of that, but overall, it's just, there's
overall.
so many things that
Right.
they did last a little bit longer though, in their crushing phase. We crushed for 10 minutes this time, guys.
Well, maybe next time. Unfortunately, as I said, their journey ends here. compLexity with a big win. I know we'll get to talk it down or talk about it a bit more later as the series approaches, but any early heads-up thoughts about the compLexity DC matchup? They've already faced off before, right? I mean, in this qualifier, is this gonna be the first time they
I think
faced
this is
off?
the first time, right?
First time. This is what everyone considered the number 1 and number 2 teams of all of America qualifier right now. So if this is gonna be the first time they play in this qualifier, that's exciting. This is gonna be a super hype matchup. I always say that for America, and we always end up in the bed a bit.
I agree with you
but
this time.
this one must be a hype one for sure.
I agree.
Ben though is not.
Yeah.
He's not. Are you looking convinced?
No, I'm
okay.
thinking. I was like, I don't agree with your statement.
What do you mean? My statement?
You're like, oh, this is gonna be a snooze fest.
What? The
This
next
is
game?
No. You say that about every North American game, but sometimes you're like, I hope we get some kills.
I'm trying to be optimistic here.
No, this one should be really good.
This one should be good.
compLexity has way weaker early game, but their mid game decisions and their team fight is very strong. And I think that DC overall have better drafts and better early game.
They
but
really take advantage of 6.86. I mean, we'll look forward to the support Kunkas, the Bulba Enchantresses, the Abaddons, and we'll have to see if compLexity are just going to flat out give DC the respect on some of those picks, or Swindle again might try to pull a fast one and say, I have a response and an answer for that, just like he did here with Death Prophet and got the AA.
Melons.
Swindle Melons, that's what he does, man. So with that, we'll cut to a break. When we return, we're going to go into our last series of the Shanghai Chinese qualifier, and then we're all done. We're free. We can do whatever we want.
Yes.
Love it. So we'll see you in a few moments. It's going to be our lower bracket grand final. It's Digital Chaos going against compLexity. We'll see you soon.